Copyrotic. I watched a lot of accent videos last night on YouTube. About a dialect coach. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty cool.
I did that once when I was doing a D&D campaign. And I was trying to figure out how to do a Brooklyn accent. Yeah. And gave up. Because it's hard, man.
Well, he says there's not a lot of difference between in New York. Mm-hmm. I mean, he says there is variation, but it's not as big as you'd think.
Yeah. But I'm just bad at doing the New York accent at all, so...
We did pretty good because that's like our go-to one on here.
That's true.
So...
I think that's why I wanted to do it, because I try to make it better. Yeah. But
Brooklyn if you want to, like, perfect and trick, like, an actual New Yorker, maybe.
No, it wasn't Brooklyn, it was Boston.
That one's harder.
Boston's hard.
A little harder. That's a non-roadie.
Yeah, it's very nice.
You pack your car and have a yard. Your car keys in your khakis.
That was perfect.
Oh, my family is from New England.
Khakis in your khaki. That's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's so confusing.
Khakis are just versatile.
They are versatile. I bought some at Ross. Stretchy. Plus, they make my butt.
Are you sponsored by Ross?
Normal. Yes, he's my neighbor.
You just bought it from his house?
Yeah. He's like, you want to buy some pants? Yeah, come over here, buy my pants. They're still on you. That's the discount.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wash them yourself. There's a lot of juice in there.
I've been wearing these for 20 years. Yeah. So
all right.
Welcome. This podcast is canceled. Mm-hmm. Now a video.
Yeah, this video is canceled.
We're in the fucking 20th century, bro.
Dude, look at us go, dude.
TV, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm Dane.
And I'm Graham. Menthy.
Gramenthy? Well, I'm Danatron.
Danatron.
Danatron. Okay, get it right? Okay?
Sorry. Add in extra vowels in there.
Yeah, it's not Danatron, okay? It's Danatron.
So you're like A-Train from The Boys?
You're triggering me, dude. You're triggering me.
More flashbacks?
No, I like A-Train. He's good. Yeah. He's actually kind of a dick in the show. But
big old dick.
Big old dick. But
yeah. But I think he's coming around.
I think so. I think he's seeing the error in his ways.
Yeah.
And he's seen the other side where he's not as popular.
Exactly. But then doesn't he I learned nothing.
Pretty much.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about The Boys. We're here to talk about other superhero shit.
We're not?
No. Only the girls.
Hold on. I gotta go watch something real quick. Give me 5+ hours.
All right, we'll be back. I'm just going to leave it recording.
This is for the Patreon.
This is for the Patreon. Just watch Dane watch the movie.
See my reaction in real time.
Except he only reacts in his head, so it's very blank face for 4 hours.
It's actually just this. That was a good movie.
Wow.
After 4 hours.
That's good.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Focus. Okay, making sure. I might bring it a little more forward. No, that's good.
That would be hilarious to do a Twitch live feed, but it's just you watching it.
Yeah.
With not Great movie. Well, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell. Thanks.
But in the background, you just hear the ding ding of the donations and stuff. So.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a Twitch guy who he left his stream on overnight. He got he made $10,000 overnight.
Holy shit!
While he was sleeping. He just kept donating because they thought it was funny.
What the fuck?
So he made he made so much money while he was freaking sleeping.
God damn it.
Yeah, right?
It's like Warren Buffett's boner dreams. Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah, seriously.
Pretty sure that's Buddy.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
He was jumping around. So.
Jump around!
Let me get a drink of my coffee. I don't know if I'm allowed to say where it's from, so I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, technically we're not making money off of anything, so...
Well, if we do want to make money off this eventually...
I mean, not really, because YouTube, it's different. It's weird. I looked it up. We can have this stuff in the background. It's weird. It's weird rules.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird rules. And what's even weirder is that they have different rules than what movies and TV shows can do. Movies and TV shows can get away with fucking anything they want.
Yeah.
But then like on YouTube, they have to literally say if they're sponsoring something.
Right. It is strange.
Yeah. Unless you're a big YouTuber, then they just don't even care.
Yeah.
Money talks, folks.
Money doesn't really talk. Don't try and talk to your wallet.
Don't listen to it too.
Yeah, it's bad.
It just wants to get spent.
Spent on things you don't need. Like food and rent. You don't need that.
No, dude. You need fucking laptops, phones, microphones.
Dolphins.
Pop filter.
Dolphins.
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 Is that what you're spending your money on?
That's what I spent my stimulus check on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it was like half a dolphin.
Half a dolphin?
Yeah, it's just the back half.
Oh, the worst half.
Yeah. It's still alive because they have like electrodes in it. So it's like...
So you're saying it's like a cyborg.
Yeah.
Except the worst half of the cyborg.
Just the tail.
The front half, the bottom half.
It's like half a mermaid. And that's what I'm going to market it as.
There you go.
But yeah, we're here to talk about the Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut?
Yeah, just came out. HBO Mix.
Yeah, you like that? Yep. All right. Well, last week you heard me talk shit about the Snyder Cut on other podcasts because I was like 4 hours. Like, what the fuck? I like long movies, like Lord of the Rings. Is good. I'm like 4 hours, but I was going off my old opinion on Joss Whedon's cut, or as it's known on the internet,
the Josstice League.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He told me that before we started recording. I thought he made it up. He didn't. He's a false. He's a liar.
No, I told you
fake.
I didn't.
He didn't say that. He's trying to take credit for it.
No, it wasn't me. I told you that. I'm not trying to take.
Don't listen to him.
I'm not
folks.
trying to take the internet's steam away. Okay?
Don't listen to him.
Damn it! I did do that.
Yeah, that's not coffee.
It's not coffee. You don't want to know what it is.
Yeah. Don't. But yeah, so safe to say my opinion has changed after watching it. And
I told him to watch it. I said we should do the Snyder
Cut. Trying to take credit once again.
I mean, I'm not taking credit for the cut. I'm taking credit for saying it was good.
He thinks he's Zack Snyder.
I am. So this is where you're gonna have to edit in like a deep fake of Zack Snyder's head.
Oh yeah, because I know how to do that.
Yeah. There we go.
I'll just make it real slow-mo.
Here, I'll take the...
Whoa. It's like you're a different person, man. I don't think my MacBook can handle that type of editing. That rendering.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, probably just explode.
And then you'll have to go out and buy a brand new one as opposed to replacing the part that exploded. Thank you, Mac.
Woo!
All right.
A little more.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about Snyder Cut, talking about what was good about it, what was bad about it. We're not going to go beat by beat because it's 4 fucking hours.
And we might not even do the outline anymore because I felt a little distracted by that.
Yeah, I felt like we were trying to read the outline. And it didn't work.
There's not as a lot of improvisation or room for jokes. Then that movie is tough to do with jokes because it's a serious topic.
Yeah, and it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It's harder to do jokes on good content.
Right. That's why we did a fart joke about car horns.
Yeah. Content.
You need content. That's all we're doing is creating content for all 4 people. That's what it said. Right? This week it said 4 people are our estimated audience.
Yes.
And I think one of those is me, so.
Yeah.
Because I listened to it to quality control. So.
Pretty sure one of those was me too.
Yeah. So still 2 people.
Still haven't subscribed though. I still need to subscribe to our own YouTube channel.
Well, 2 of those subscribers are me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any other subscribers?
Yeah, there's 2 more. There's 4 total. 4 total.
Well, there you go. And that's not me. I know that.
Yeah.
So.
And I know they're not me either.
Yeah. Might be my mom. So.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Maybe my nephew.
There you go.
He likes my Facebook posts when I post shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just a little update. Patreon is reviewing our page, so soon you can give us money to keep doing this dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
But we're not going to call you not a fan if you don't give us money.
I might.
He's a dick. So.
Well, I never said I wasn't.
It's true.
Yeah. But yeah, so keep an eye out there for that. We'll keep announcing on here. It'll be on our Instagram. It's already on our link tree on Instagram. It says Patreon info. I don't know if it really takes you anywhere at the moment.
Yeah, might just be ghost link.
But also subscribe to our YouTube channel too.
Yeah, there you go.
But
if you want, it's no skin off your back. It might be. I don't know.
Could be.
Don't use your skin off your back to subscribe.
Or do whatever you want to do. It's a free country.
I mean, as long as you
kind of.
You don't take all of it off. You let it kind of
slough off.
Back. Yeah.
I love that word, slough.
Slough off.
It's so gross.
So gross. Just let the skin slough off into the subscribe button.
Tasty.
Just
crispy.
Funnel the slough. Funnel the sloth. I think I just said sloth.
Funnel the sloth. It's going on a t-shirt.
That's it.
You can look at it for that on Patreon.
Yeah. Funnel the sloth.
Yeah. Or anyway. Okay. We'll talk more about that at the end.
Yeah.
But yes, so a big thing I liked about this movie of how long it was is he still cut it up into 6 different parts. So there was a title card between each part, so you could stop if you wanted to, which I did. I watched it over 3 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I watched it in one sitting, so.
I was going to, and then I was like, I'm just going to stop so I can digest stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, that's kind of how they wanted it to be done, is watched episodically.
Right.
Because it is 4 hours long.
Weren't they going to release it in 6 episodes too?
I think so. They were.
One point.
But I don't think that would have worked as well.
No, people would have been mad. I mean, they're already mad at the boys for doing that.
Yeah.
Well, we went over that.
Like, how dare you?
How dare you release episodes?
Well, that was even different because they released 4 in a row, and then they released the next 4 episodically. And I'm like, I've been watching through WandaVision, and I'm watching through Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's episodic, I feel like I'm closer to it than most shows that I watch.
Yeah, exactly. You're more invested in it.
Mm-hmm. And I even sit there saying oh yeah, it's Friday today, so I can watch the new episode.
Yeah.
Even though it's not on at a certain time.
Right.
So you don't have to be at home at a certain time. But I still, I don't know why it feels like closer to it. Because maybe it's just you're invested more. Yeah,
I feel like because you're waiting for it. You're it's like HBO has done that with all their series.
Mm-hmm.
They still do. And it does you feel closer to it because you're expecting it. You're waiting for it. It's like something to look forward to at the end of the week or whatever day it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. And then you can speculate more. You're not just I binged, I watched it all, I already know what happens. There's no room for thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no room for fan theories.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of where a lot of these shows get a lot of their steam, is because they'll have fan theories that surface. And if you go just blaze through all of it, then you don't have any theories because you get to the end. You're like, okay, my theory was not right.
Right.
And you don't even have time to formulate it. So
exactly. So, but it wouldn't have worked for this movie because it's a movie. It's not a TV show.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know it.
Well, and also it wouldn't have worked because there was already the Josstice League out.
Yeah,
so you already know the big plot points.
Yeah.
And they did change a couple of the big plot points, but
thankfully.
Not a lot of them. Yeah. Changed the dumb ones.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe how different this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
It still has all the superheroes obviously in the mother boxes, mm-hmm. and the main bad guys trying to destroy the planet or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's done. I believe it more. It's not just it doesn't feel like a cardboard cutout of a superhero movie like the first one did.
Yeah. Well, and also I was telling Graham about this, and I'm telling a bunch of people that this is the first DC movie where I feel like I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to see what happens next, even though they're probably not going to do it the same way now than they would have if Zack Snyder would have put out his movie.
Right. Well, they might, but I guess they can't really tell. How many people? Can they tell how many people watch it? I don't know how they do their metrics or whatever.
I would think so. I know Netflix can, so I don't know why HBO Max wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
They wouldn't continue to do this, release it on HBO Max as well as in the theater if they didn't know how many people were watching it on HBO Max.
Right.
And I'm sure that now, I don't know if this equated to people subscribing more to HBO Max, but I mean, if I would have known that it was going to be this much better, it might have pushed me over the edge to get HBO Max.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I already had HBO Max before this, so
I did too.
Yeah, and I was like on the fence before watching it, so I'm glad we decided to do an episode. So I was forced to watch it, which I'm glad I did.
Mm-hmm. And you're welcome.
For this quality content.
I'm the one that made this all possible. You're welcome.
Shut the show down.
Give me money.
Boop.
I think all of the ad revenue from this episode should go to me.
All right, here's your 12 cents.
Thank you. You can go buy a gumball.
Hell, and you can't.
Probably not.
It's
no.
that's not enough.
I need double that.
Yeah.
And an extra penny.
Yep.
At least a quarter.
Yeah. Expensive, man. Gum. Damn.
Dude, seriously.
It's big gum. It's trying to take over the market.
Big gum's coming after us, man. Actually, there is a lot of shady stuff that the gum industry does.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. There's trees in Central America where they harvest a lot of the materials for gum.
The gum?
The gum. Yeah, the gum trees. And apparently there was a tribe that had their home in like this forested area. So Big Gum, Wrigley especially, went in there and kicked all of these native people out and basically said, they didn't even pay them for their land. They just took their land and made a giant runway so they could land their planes there and harvest the trees. They basically kicked out like thousands of people from their home because they wanted a runway there.
So it's kind of like what Darkseid wants to do with Earth. Yeah.
Maybe you're going to put Segway.
No, Segu.
Segu. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
Oh, they probably started calling it Segway because of the thing.
That's how it is.
That's called a Segway.
Because it moves forward.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yes. The main villain in this movie is not Big Gum, but it's Steppenwolf, who's a servant of Darkseid.
Darkseid, which is spelled S-E-I-D.
Yeah. Because he's not the dark side of the Force.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. It's like they took the word side and they're like, let's just rearrange the letters.
I wonder if that was like a typo back when they created him. And
I mean, because they were like, on like, zing, Darkseid. Oh, shit.
Damn it.
I put E-I-D instead of I-D-E.
He's an alien. He's fine.
Yeah, right. That's his name.
But, yeah, so he's kind of like a Thanos character. So I'm excited to see more about him. Because he's a pretty powerful dude.
Oh, yeah. He seems like it. He's got like a metal jaw.
He's like,
what was that?
Yeah.
Spot on impression, dude. He's like, my lord, what are your wishes? Yes, sir. Could you write that down for me? I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Write it down. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Do you realize it's a doctor? Does your henchman know? Does he know?
Yeah,
Desaad, yes, you know, right?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I'll just get with Desaad to make sure to make sure this gets done. Are you leaving? I don't know what. And scene.
Beautiful.
That was Darkseid
of the Moon Man.
The Moon Man.
Yeah. Darkseid of the Moon Man.
Darkseid of the Moon Man.
Yeah. But yeah, so you don't really see a lot of Darkseid. You see him like in flashbacks and near the end, obviously. Mm-hmm. But Steppenwolf does a lot of his communication with Desaad. Mm-hmm. I saw a review before the movie came out about just hating the movie. Yeah. And it was like, oh, you don't know anything about DC before going into this movie? Well, fuck you. Or else you won't know. And I'm like, what? Can you, whatever. And then it was like Darkseid and Desaad. Who made that decision? I'm like, DC did when they made the characters.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They're going off the source material.
Yeah, that's like being like, who came up with Iron Man? A man made of iron? Hello, I don't like this. Get with the 20th century.
Yeah, we're steel people here.
Steel Man is what I like.
Steel Man.
Platinum Man.
I am Titanium Man. Copper Man.
I'm Rusted Copper Man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wah, wah.
I just burn up in the atmosphere.
Woe is me. I can be taken out by oxygen.
Oh no. That's funny.
Oxygen Man is my arch nemesis. Oh no!
Well, glad he's dead. Oxygen Man, you want to take his place? Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Not evil, I just didn't like him.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, did not like him.
He's fucking quoting Shakespeare.
To be or not to be Iron Man.
That is my asshole. Anyways, yes.
Is that the porn version?
Yeah.
To be or not to be. That is my asshole. Now let's get it on.
Okay. Get thee to my cock. In the original version, it's a nunnery.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he's telling the lady to go to the nunnery because she's a hoe.
But then now it's a cockery.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be clever.
No.
It's just supposed to be cock. Get thee to my cock.
Get thee to my cockery.
Yeah. That's too clever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Get out of here.
Get thee to my penis.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, they have to make 5 or 6 of those movies a day, so they don't
That's
have
true.
time
They're
for...
like, God damn it, what's another word for penis?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got it. We already used sausage. Yeah, we'll use it on the pizza one.
Oh, dang it. What about Shaft? And we already used that in the Shaft porn.
Yeah. That was just easy. You just gave it right to us.
Yeah, right. We didn't have to change anything. We just took the script and just
put it in there. And then add a couple of dicks and some boobs. Perfect.
Yeah. What about Rod? Oh, no. Sorry, Rob Snyder takes that.
Yeah.
He goes by Rod Snyder over here.
I'm Rod Snyder.
Hey, Rod Snyder, you want me in your movie? No, Rod, we're okay.
Go ask Adam, all right?
So make sure you're not using my name.
Yeah. Woo, I'm out of here.
God, I hate that guy. He just hangs around.
Yeah, he is just around.
He's round. He's round.
He's a round man.
All right, I think we derailed now.
Yeah. We didn't even need
our cinematic universe.
We didn't even need an outline for that.
Exactly.
So
that's why outlines are not good.
They're bad because they don't keep you on track.
Are you trying to keep it going between cameras here?
Yeah. Two cameras.
Yeah, it's weird to think about like that. We're looking at the camera sometimes because usually when you're acting, you don't want to look at the camera.
Yeah.
Being an actor,
the craft.
I was in one of your videos, so I know.
It's Pornhouse Paul.
Yes.
But
I did go to the same high school as Amy Adams.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't there at the same time as her, but I went to the same.
I was gonna say you don't look like you're that old.
Yeah, I don't look that old, but. Got some of that dark side in me.
Oh, all right. Dark side.
Yes. This is the non-porn version, but the porn version is really easy to write.
Yeah. True. So all you say is blank in me.
Anytime there's an in me, you just change that with cock.
Yeah. Blank. Batman in me. Blank. Superman in me. Man of Steel in me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of steel, Iron Man, Darkseid, back to the movie.
Now that is what a Sagoo is. Bida-bum-ba.
Sagoos for days. All right.
Sagoos for days.
This is why I think we tried to put like a damper on our way of doing this, and it made it worse last time.
Yeah, it did. All right, so yeah. But this movie also like makes good
content.
It makes good. No, but it like expands the storylines that were in the original one. It actually explains what they are, not just like, here's a character, here's another one. Okay, good luck. Mm-hmm. Like, it explains what the mother boxes are a little more. They kind of did it in the original, I remember. But it was more like, you know what the Infinity Stones are, right? This is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not.
It basically was a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Sure thing, Dane.
Hey, Bixby. How do you know my name?
I'd be a poor friend if I didn't know your name, Dane.
Whoa.
Hey, Bixby. Thank you for being a friend.
I didn't understand that.
But about muffins. Yeah.
Yes. No, I was saying a MacGuffin.
Oh, a McMuffin.
A McMuffin, yes. Yeah. That's perfect. Let's call it that from now on.
That's a McMuffin.
So it's the McMuffin for this movie, where it's, you know, a lot of movies, they don't have time to really explain what the big bad thing is. So they're like, it's bad and we need to stop it from being bad.
Yeah.
And so they don't have time to explain what it does. The Snyder Cut definitely took a lot more time to explain what the boxes do, why they're important to get, and especially important because they explain how they brought Superman back to life, as opposed to in the Josstice League, where they just said, oh, by the way, these can bring Superman back to life.
His ship's got some amniotic cum juice. Mm-hmm. He's good to go.
Uh-huh. And then in that movie, they're like, we need some tension. How about Wonder Woman doesn't want to? And they're like, okay, cool. And they're just like, I don't like this. But we're going to do it anyway, but I don't like it.
I don't like it. God, he's just a Debbie Downer. Or a Deanna Downer.
Yeah, right? How dare you?
Yeah. God, that's why we shouldn't let women into the Justice League. That's Alfred. He's old-fashioned.
I don't like this. He did basically critique her tea making the entire time.
She's like 3,000 years old.
He's like, no, don't do that. No, you got to steep it right. Nope, you got to double steep. No, let me do it.
All right, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. You're just a woman. You don't understand.
Oh, God. Sexism is not funny, but it would be kind of funny because it just come out of nowhere. Just Alfred, just super sexist, but they don't even talk about it.
Like, why are you even in this league?
Yeah. Like, what? Bruce, do you hear this? What? No, I don't. He's old, whatever. It's fine.
Bruce, I don't like that he's talking to me this way.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been my butler for my entire life.
He's wiped my ass. He knows a lot of secrets.
He knows a lot of secrets.
Yeah. I'll let that slide.
which isn't what happens with my ass.
No, it does not. I need more fiber. I have so many bruises and concussions. It's just real tight. It's tight.
It's tight. Tighten up.
Yeah. It's like,
Speaking of sexism.
I think tightness.
Oh, tightness. Sexism. Real tight. No.
So tight.
Point, dude. No. I think this is a good way to jump into Joss Whedon and his relationship with the cast. We were talking about this a little earlier, and one of the big things that was a problem with the Justice League is that the cast and Joss really butted heads.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Especially after Snyder left, and then he got brought in. There was a lot of tension between all of them. Like one of the big things was that there's a scene where the bat crawler that's crawling up the side, it falls down into the tunnel after Steppenwolf steps on it. He's like, crush.
That's what I call him. Step in Wolf.
Yeah. So then it's falls down, and the Josstice League, Diana's there, and Flash gets up and sees it coming down, and he shoots over to her and saves her. But in that version, he shoots over to her and basically like pushes her out of the way, but then he ends up on top of her with his face just right in there, motorboating her.
Yeah, I remember that.
Biddies.
It was really weird.
It was really out of place, really strange. And he's like there, and then he gets up and he's like super awkward.
Yeah.
And apparently Gal Gadot was so offended by it, she refused to do that reshoot. Refused at all. So Joss Whedon, instead of being like, maybe this isn't something I should be doing.
Maybe
he basically,
juvenile humor isn't good.
Yeah, maybe this isn't good. Maybe perpetuating stereotypes where juveniles plow into boobs.
Where nerdy people are obsessed with tits.
Yes.
Like me.
And obsessed with not having consent. It's great.
Yes.
Instead of doing that, he just grabs her stunt double, has the stunt double do it.
Jesus.
Like literally that's
Poor
what
stunt
happened.
double.
Yeah, right? Poor guy who
and
played...
Ezra Miller.
Yeah. And
not his fault.
yeah, it's just like...
And he's such a good, talented actor. It's like, why would you waste him on stupid jokes?
Yeah, it was really dumb. And like, good on Gal Gadot for like recognizing like no, I'm not going to perpetuate this. And
she's like Wonder Woman in real life too.
Dude, she is.
Dude, she's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, it's just kind of I mean, I know that like directors a lot of times they don't listen to what the actors have to say, but if they're so offended that they're not even going to shoot the scene and you have to find a way around them being there, maybe you should reevaluate things just a little bit.
Yeah, for real. Like if that brought something to the character, maybe a little more, but it doesn't.
No.
It just makes the character look less likable.
And it actually takes away from the coolness of the actual scene.
Yeah.
In the actual scene, what happens is that the bat chomping thing is falling, and then Flash sees it and runs out of the way real quick and kind of runs into the wall because he has to get out so fast. And then he like knocks himself out. But then Wonder Woman basically falls down and just does like a cool pose and stands up.
Yeah.
So much cooler because it's like, oh, I don't need to be saved. I just am here. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that was weird. Like save. Like why did she's not a damsel in distress? She's like the complete opposite of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like it definitely weakens her character. Mm-hmm. But not in this one.
Yeah.
It's a lot more strong female character in her.
And then that also brings us to the next point with Joss Whedon's and who's the guy who played Cyborg?
Was it Ray Fisher?
Ray Fisher, yeah. Their relationship was very strained. Basically, Ray Fisher came out and said that Joss was like borderline abusive to him.
Really?
On the set, yeah.
What happened?
Like he, I think he was just like verbally abusive to him and didn't like how he was portraying him because I guess Joss Whedon wanted him to be more just kind of like the token black guy of the movie.
The fuck?
And, but in the Snyder cut, he was much more of a character. In fact, I would almost say he was the main character of the Josstice League. And it made it a better movie.
It pivoted on him. Mm-hmm. Like the whole thing, like he could communicate with the mother boxes and whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was just, and it showed a lot more of like his turmoil in his life and showing his relationship to his father, which was so cool and so good and so actually well done in this movie.
Yeah, like it definitely expanded on his whole storyline. Yeah, I remember being in the Josstice League version, it was just, oh, he's a robot, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
He's angry and he's not gonna join, but then he joins.
Yeah,
so
and they cut that scene out with him and Wonder Woman talking.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, and so that was kind of what I just wanted to bring up, and just since we were talking about misogyny, and then brought that up, and so I'm not sure if that's exactly why they were butting heads,
right?
But I think that lend credence to it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen a lot of Joss Whedon stuff, there's not a lot of diversity in there.
No.
There's some, but there's not a lot.
It's mostly white people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, wasn't Cabin in the Woods, didn't they have like one black guy? Yeah. Yeah.
He died kind of unceremoniously.
Yeah.
Driving a car.
Oh, yeah. But he didn't die first, so that was something.
That's true.
That was something.
Yeah. They actually killed off, spoilers.
If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods.
They killed off Chris Hemsworth first.
Yeah. I did not expect that.
Yeah. And his death was super cool. And it's like, you sit here looking at it and you're like, how can he make such a cool movie and yet be such a fucking dick? Right?
Yeah. He's made some really good shit like that. Firefly was awesome.
Firefly was good.
And then I never really watched Buffy. I watched a couple. I didn't really like it. Some of the male characters were a little creepy. like sexually creepy. Mm-hmm. So
well, you have to be. Whedon flick.
Yes.
I mean, you saw the Flash in the Josstice League.
That's true. So I guess
I'm in the boobies.
Wonder boobies.
How could this have happened? Whoops.
I can go really fast.
I can just like vibrates himself through her body. Just like, oh no.
Oopsies.
Gotta
go fast.
Too excited. Better get out of here.
Flash, what? Barry, where you go?
The police are on their way, Barry.
Can't catch me. But yeah, so yeah, that's a big difference in this movie. The characters just seem more three-dimensional. Mm-hmm. Snyder definitely felt like he understood the characters a lot more. He understood like the source material, and now I don't know a lot about like how Joss Whedon got brought in, how much time he had to like do everything. So I don't know if that had a factor too of rushing everything. But it definitely felt like it.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't care.
Well, I was talking about it with my brother the other day, and one of the things about it is that if he would have been brought in to just finish up Zack Snyder's movie, I feel like it wouldn't have been as egregious as like what he was doing. He was like remaking the movie.
Yeah, that was weird because I thought it was like mostly done, and then they just brought him in to like finish it out. Mm-hmm. So, but
he ended up like doing his own version of it, but using most of the footage that Zack Snyder did. That's why it was so. It was like I've seen the analogy of like it's Joss Whedon's Frankenstein monster, you know, and it's kind of like that, you know.
And it doesn't work because like their styles are so different. Mm-hmm. Like Snyder is definitely more broody and dark, and Joss Whedon's like he can get dark, but he's definitely more like campy sometimes, most of the time. Which
works well for it worked well for the Avengers.
Yeah, because that was already like that was the tone of all the Avengers movies. Mm-hmm. So. Or most of the Marvel movies are very more upbeat and positive. So,
all right, well, that was deep, heavy,
heavy.
So,
kind of like the mother boxes.
The mother boxes.
Yeah. So should we talk about that?
Mother wouldn't like you talking about the boxes.
Yeah, Stepwolf wouldn't like that. He's a step parent.
Yes. You need to listen to your mother.
Earth's evil stepdad.
Listen, I'm not here to replace your real Earth.
I'm just think of me as a friend.
Yeah, you want to call me dad sometime. You can't. I'm here for you.
Just surrounded by like all these aliens. People are like, what? So you see your mother on the weekends. It's fine.
Listen, your dad's, he's kind of a deadbeat, all right? Yeah. So,
he went off gallivanting with someone named Jesus. I don't know.
Listen, me and your new grandpa Darkseid. We're just real happy. See? He's fun. He's got fun. Better like him. Yeah, just I'm the fun-loving step parent.
Named after a cool band from the 60s and 70s.
Listen, I'm already plowing your mother, okay? So just get in line. There. All right, that was Stepwolf. It's like a TV show.
Yeah, like a bad sitcom.
Yeah, right.
Intergalactic conqueror comes to live with a suburban family.
You're not my real dad. Shut up! I will bring the death of 1,000 sons upon you.
Honey, you can't talk to the kids like that.
I mean, how was school?
And then the mom's the mother box.
Mother wouldn't like you. You smell of mother. That's the porn version.
Yeah, that's the regular version. That's the Joss version.
Ugh.
Yeah, because you told me, I forgot about that they just called it mother.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
And like, in the Snyder cut, he always is like, "Oh, I smell the mother boxes on you," or "You smell of them." But then in this one, it's like he keeps talking to the boxes and referring them as mother. And this is kind of on the internet, so everybody's heard this, but it's like just really, really creepy because he's just like, "You smell of mother. You are not worthy of mother. Mother would not like this."
It sounds like Norman Bates from Psycho.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
What the fuck? I wouldn't be surprised if like they had like in the background there was like Steppenwolf's not in the scene, but you see like in the window in the distance like the mother boxes in like the window. But then it comes to find out Steppenwolf's like dressed as the mother box.
That would be great. They're like, "We're here to stop the mother boxes." He's like,
"Oh!" With his big axe.
Just dressed up as like an old lady, like draped like a cloth over his horns.
Can we just put a big box on his head?
He's just like, there's like a cloth around like a table, and just pull up the box. He's like, "Oh!"
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, it's super creepy.
Parody. But yeah, the mother boxes, they well, you just watched the original one. Like how do they explain them?
They don't.
Okay, so yeah.
They just kind of talk about how like if they come together, then it's bad.
Oh.
And they said that it'll turn the Earth into Steppenwolf's home. So.
Oh yeah, that's what they said. It was like terraforming it.
Yeah, like would terraform the Earth into his home. So it was like a quick it turns it into bad Earth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so in this one they explain they're not magic. They're not some like mystical thing. They're like technology. They're just really advanced. Mm-hmm. But since Cyborg, that's how he was made with one of the mother boxes that his dad found. How did he find it again?
I did like that because they explained it a lot more.
Yeah.
It had Cyborg kind of project like what happened, and it was buried and hidden by the humans.
Oh, that's right.
And the Nazis found it. And then after the Nazis fell, it got put into the Pentagon archives for a long time until Superman's ship came down, and that's when Silas, right?
Silas,
Silas
Stone.
Yeah. Silas Stone, or as Cyborg was saying, like there was a scientist that did that, and the scientist found it, and then that scientist was my father.
And everyone's like, yeah, we know.
Like you said, yeah.
You're not hiding it very well.
Yeah.
We see his face.
It's right there.
And he's talking to you.
He was labeled Dad in your little cutscene.
The scientist.
It's like Dad, it like crosses it out. Scientist. It's like, oh dang it, this is a rough draft. Damn it.
I didn't have time to edit this.
And so he finds it and he equates it to being the same technology.
Yeah.
So that's how he ends up getting it, which wasn't explained at all in the old one.
No,
He's
just
just
boop, bop, I got a box here.
They don't even really explain how Cyborg came out of it. They're just like, the mother box birthed you, and that's how you're made.
Yep. Yeah, we showed a little clip in Batman v Superman when Batman was investigating all the other supers, but it was so tiny you couldn't really see what the hell was going on.
Yeah, there's like a little thumbnail.
Yeah, you knew it was Cyborg, but you unless you did know, you don't know the history of DC.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this too, but when he was watching the video, Batman actually zoomed out and you saw his other YouTube videos, and he watches a lot of unboxing.
No, he just watches like those blogs of like happy families.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Oh, shit. I am the knight. Switches over and it's just like super dark, like The Cure and like metal and stuff. This is what I listen to, okay? This is me.
Shut up. He watches family vlogs. It's so good. They just seem so happy.
But yeah. And it shows the origin of Cyborg, which I never really knew the origin of Cyborg. I just knew he was a cyborg. Mm-hmm. But this guy, he was made with the power of the mother box, so he has that technology in him, and he's just super he's super intelligent. He's super quick thinking. He can like understand all technology, which is really cool. That's a cool power. Like in the first movie, they were like, he's just robot. He flying, boop boop pew pew. Mm-hmm. He was more like a Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which he's not. He's like, yeah. Like in this one, they show he can control like world finances. Like he's so powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with his powers, he's like more powerful than even like Superman.
And then he finally could beat Batman because he just take all his money away.
Yeah, right? And bloop, there's your superpower gone.
Yeah, fuck you.
Which was kind of cool how they did that graphic too, is that they showed like all the different like levels of income. It's just like stacks of cash.
That's a cool like technique. Like, how would you explain that?
Yeah.
Because it is just ones and zeros.
Mm-hmm. So. And I thought it was, you like saw some that were like towering up in like giant piles, and there's some where it's like a little waitress that is like a couple of pennies. Yeah,
and that showed like more of his humanity side, where he showed as the waitress, her bank account's like $3 and a nickel, and it showed like he can watch everyone with security cameras and whatever, and he's watching her, and she like they don't even leave a good tip, but he decides to like give her a bunch of money, and then I didn't really like that scene. Was funny when he's like standing next to the ATM. He's just standing there like staring at them, not trying to hide himself. Yeah. And I was just like, the kid like looks over to him, but doesn't really notice him.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, oh, maybe he's just like there. They're just showing that he's there, but he's not actually there. Like he's there in spirit, but he's watching her through the ATM. But they wanted to show it more humanly. But then he walks away, and the people notice him.
Yeah. Well, he's getting like, isn't it raining too? And he's getting rained on. So like,
and then he puts a hood up. I'm like, yeah.
And he's like walking away. And people are like,
huh? What the fuck?
He's just like,
oh, where'd he go? It's like Skyrim, dude.
Yeah, right.
It's like that one power where if you're like 100% sneak, if you crouch, you go invisible.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
I'm just like, I'm here to get you. Oh, where'd you go?
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
The arrows like sticking out of their head.
Must have been the wind.
My God. Like scenes that could have been done differently, like that one. Mm-hmm. And
but it wasn't like movie break.
No, it wasn't. It was just like it could have been better, but it doesn't like take away from the rest of the movie.
No, yeah, and like it was kind of like a little strange.
And he's just like in the middle of a light, just staring at her.
She's like, oh yes, I have all this money. Ah!
I'm a monster.
Speaking of Arrested Development, that same character always says "mother."
Fucking Buster, man.
Fucking what I thought of every time. But no,
he's in a DC show. He voices Dr. Psycho in Harley Quinn.
Oh, there you go.
Have you watched that show?
The animated show?
Yeah.
No,
it's so good.
I wanted to. I heard it was really funny.
Yeah, I did not expect it. I didn't know it was going to be like super comedic and like kind of like a social commentary on the sexism within the superhero like genre. So
yeah,
pretty great.
Because I know that isn't Batman like brooding and like it's just like
it's so funny.
Like a 5-year-old.
Him and Joker are so obsessed with each other. It's great.
I gotta watch that now. I heard it was really funny.
It is. So. It's definitely. It's like Rick and Morty type like level of enjoyment for me.
Oh yeah.
Like I could probably rewatch it over and over. Mm-hmm. And Clayface is in it, and Alan Tudyk plays him.
Who's that?
He's in Firefly. He's the pilot. Wash.
Oh, gotcha.
But he's such a good voice actor. But I think it was Alan Tudyk. I know he's in the show. But anyway, the character of Clayface is an actor, and he's like the character in this one. He's super douchey. He just always wants to act during like the heists they do, like just to do a bit. And he like tries to build this backstory for his character. It's so good, and all the other people are like, just fucking do it. And he's like, I will do it.
I gotta watch this now. That's hilarious.
Good. Go watch it, audience. Harley Quinn on HBO Max.
We'll watch it together.
Yeah, let's watch Harley Quinn.
Funny show. Thanks.
Quality
like,
subscribe. Patreon content.
No expression the whole movie.
Yeah. Just drool.
Just like at the end. Okay.
Ooh, I can breathe again. But
I put all of my concentration in that. Sagoo.
Into, what were we talking about? Like weird
Snyder Cut.
Weird. Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Weird scenes, and there was like 3 slow. Well, there's more than 3 slow motion scenes in this movie. Because that's Zack Snyder's like bread and butter. He loves slow motion, and I feel like he's been perfecting it over the years. I think his best one was in 300 with that fight scene where he like switched from fast like real time to slow motion.
Oh yeah, with Gerard Butler.
Yeah, when they're like it's like near the beginning of the movie when they're fighting the Persians, but they did it with 2 different focal length cameras, like recording at the same time. So that's how they could zoom in where it's at the same spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cool. Anyway, but
I saw a thing with that scene where they had a stunt double that did it, and the stunt double trained with Gerard Butler the whole time because they wanted to like kind of put him and make sure that the movements were the same, so that way he could go in and do it. But then the stunt guy who trained Gerard Butler to do it with him was injured the day that they needed to do it. So Gerard Butler literally just did it himself.
That's
and
cool.
And then they used that footage because he did it perfectly.
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, the movie was dope.
Yeah, dude.
But so he loves slow-mo. But there's 3 slow motion scenes that stand out to me in this movie. The one where like they cut to Lois Lane and it's raining and she's like sad because her love is dead. Superman's dead. Spoiler if you haven't seen Batman v Superman.
God, no.
But he dies at the end of that. And
dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hey man, I said spoiler. Doesn't that like negate turn your ears off or something?
That's true.
How that works?
Yeah, spoiler. Hey, you here?
Unspoiler.
Oh, okay. I could join.
Yeah.
Hey, Bixby. Why were you so awkward earlier when I asked if you're my friend?
I didn't understand that.
Sounds like a toxic relationship.
She just like has me in red.
So good. They need to put that feature in.
They do. It's like, I will respond later.
I'm busy right now.
Right now I'm out with the girls.
I'm out with Alexa, okay? Alexa and Siri. We're having a girls' night.
He is so clingy.
Yeah. How do you deal with it? Alexa just starts playing music. Siri's like, you need to pay for that feature.
You should get him to pay more for that feature.
Yeah. Good idea.
You need to train your owner better.
Sisterhood.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be.
Toxic relationship with Bixby.
Your assistant. But,
like,
oh yeah, back to the Lois Lane. Slow motion. Well, she's all sad, it's raining, and in that review I read before I watched the movie, about talking shit about it, he was like, let me get this whole thing about sad Lois Lane, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, wouldn't you be sad if the love of your life was killed?
Get over it.
And he just proposed to you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
I was like, who, is this like a parody, like, parody review? I swear to God.
Like, she's still, like, sad about it? Yeah. Get over it.
Jeez. It happened like a day ago.
Yeah, it literally was, like, super recent in this movie. So it's not like it happened, like, years ago. Like, it is for us.
Right.
Like, the movie happened years ago. It's like we're taking our own timeline and projecting it onto the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this movie takes place, like a few weeks after that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like after his funeral and everything. Mm-hmm. So it just shows her, and I liked it. I didn't know why that critic was just talking shit. I think it was just talking shit to get clicks. But
shit clicks.
Shit clicks. That's how you make money on the internet. You poop on camera. Shit clicks.
I mean, 2 Girls, 1 Cup did huge because of that.
It sure did.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. It's not fun.
It's not.
It's not ice cream. That's poop.
I still remember it.
I still remember it.
I mean, I don't want to kink shame, but
poopy.
It's not. Is that you're jacking off a piece of shit?
Yeah, put the poop and then rub it up against my Man of Steel.
Can't call it Rod.
Yeah, okay, we don't want Rod to get in here.
Hey guys, you guys stop thinking he's here.
Get out of here, Adam. Get your boy.
I'm gonna go get him. That's my Adam Sandler.
Shows her, and she like comes to the monument. She hasn't gone back to work. She gives coffee to the cops that are there guarding it. I don't know why they are there. Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure why they're there. Are they around like the perimeter of the whole ship? Because the ship's like right next to that. That must be why they're there.
I mean, I guess, but didn't he say, the cop said something like, I didn't think you'd show up. It's like, what was she showing up for?
Well, I think because she's been there a lot.
Oh,
she's been going there.
Gotcha.
Because like she brings him coffee every day.
Oh, that makes so much, I'm dumb. Dumb boy, dummy. Dumb. Oh.
Content. I'm like looking at, not even at the camera.
Yeah. Content.
But yeah, and then another slow motion scene was with the Flash, where they built more about him, like he's poor, and he's trying to get a job as a dog walker at the shelter or something, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not really entirely sure what that place was.
I think it was like a dog, what is that? Babysitting.
Dog
sitting place.
So he's trying to get a job because he wants to put himself through college at to do criminal justice because his dad is in prison for killing his mom, which he was. Spoiler: if you don't know anything about the Flash, his dad was framed by Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah, that's like his arch enemy.
Oh, that was just him. Like went back in time. Like,
I think it's Reverse Flash.
Take this, daddy.
Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I could be wrong, but it's the guy in the yellow suit. If you've ever seen the Flash.
Gotcha.
Yeah, at least that's the one in the TV show I watched. That's how they explained it.
I was thinking the opposite of Flash would be like fully clothed.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Just a guy in clothes.
Yeah. Because instead of flashing...
He's the opposite. He just goes normal speed.
Oh, it's our enemy, fully clothed man.
He's just jogging away. You'll never catch me.
He goes like extra slow.
Yes.
You'll never catch me. Oh, you're here.
Just waiting for you. Took you a long time.
Yeah.
Did Zack Snyder edit your life?
Zing!
Got him! Ah!
That's actually pretty good. I'll give you a high five for that.
Woo! Content. But yeah, so in that scene he's walking in and this woman walks out. Once again, that thing that reviewer had one point, like if you didn't know the history of all these characters, some of it you won't understand what the fuck's going on. Like that woman walks out, that's his love interest, Iris. And so she walks out and he's like distracted by her beauty or whatever. And they don't really show that they know each other at all. And but at least in the TV show, he's like adopted. He's raised by her dad after his mom's killed and his dad's sent to prison. So they grew up together, which could be problematic. Growing up like brother and sister.
Version.
Hell no. But there's nothing wrong with it. They're not biologically related.
Yeah.
You just have to like get rid of your stupid mental block.
I think it's not so much, I think it's about like, if you grew up with somebody, the fact of becoming like sexual with them. I think that's what the hang up is, but.
Yeah.
I guess
but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's human. You're a human.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If that's what you want to do.
I don't want to talk about that part. I want to talk about, they pass each other and then it keeps cutting between him being really awkward in the interview with the dog sitting lady. And he like takes out his resume. It's all crumpled up. He's kind of like a mess up. He's not very responsible.
Yeah.
That gives him like more humanity as a superhero. He's like just this regular dude who got this power and doesn't have his shit together. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool. I liked it. But
I did like one part of that too, where he was like walking up and he's like, "Oh, I'm late. I'm so late for this." And you're thinking like,
he's so fast.
You're the Flash. How are you late?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
So it shows that he's human. I liked it. But in that scene, during that whole thing, Iris is like trying to start her car, and then she does, but then this guy's like eating a burger, driving a garbage truck, right, or something. Mm-hmm. It's like a big truck. Yeah. He drops it. He's like, "I dropped my food, shit." And he like tries to pick it up, and then, oh no, it's heading right for Iris. And then the Flash sees it, and he does his speed, but this time with slow motion. It shows him like running, and it shows like how his like feet, shoes just like disintegrate off his body because he's going so fast, which is cool. And he rescues Iris in this like really cool way, and it's just a romantic scene. And but I understand looking at that from, if you didn't know their history together, it'd be kind of like, why is this so romantic? It's kind of weird. But it's like his love interest, so I get it.
Well, I didn't really equate it to being like, I didn't really know a lot of his backstory. I didn't know that was Iris, but I didn't equate it to being romantic as much. I thought it was more like he like, you know, like if you see somebody that's pretty and you're like, oh, I like them, you know, I try to get to know them, and like she's in this horrific accident, so he's like, you know, he goes super fast. If he just like takes her body and then just like whisks away, like, this is just her torso. The rest of her stayed.
Like in The Boys.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, he has to be gentle with her to make sure that she gets to the ground without like being hurt. And of course, because he's being gentle, they're like, oh, it's like, and then he does like push away, like, you know, the bangs on her face, and it was kind of like, you know, he's just like,
yeah,
you know, but he wasn't like doing anything like too like sexual about it. He was just like putting her to the ground, and then just it's like, hello, and then he's like, gotta go.
Yeah.
You know? And so it wasn't like anything bad, but if you didn't know anything about their past, I don't think that would, you know.
Okay. Well, coming from someone.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't see it that way. I thought it was more like, oh, he was, you know, he did have a connection with her and then did find her attractive, so he wants to make sure that she gets to the ground without dying.
Right. Okay.
You know?
No, like, yeah, that makes more sense. But I think it's the music choice which was framing it in a romantic way, because it was very like romantic sound to it, and I have nothing wrong with the scene. I actually liked it.
Yeah, the porn music was a little.
It was like,
weird.
I'm the Flash.
Oh God, that went so fast. I went back in time.
Whoa!
How long did that take you, dude? It was -1 minute. I went back in time.
Sucked it back in. I'm the pull-out king.
He's like, oh no, I gotta go back in time. Got it.
Wow. But they made a joke in the Justice League cartoon where it's like, Wonder Woman and the Flash. The Flash says like, oh, I can go really fast. I'm the fastest man alive, and she's like, that's probably why you can't get a date.
Whoa, in the cartoon?
Yeah.
Damn. It's back when cartoons like were able to be like
sneak that shit.
Yeah, right.
So
now they're just blatantly like, somebody dresses up as Spider-Man on YouTube and, you know, starts humping, you know, Frozen characters. That gets by the algorithm, you know.
Is that what you do?
No.
Why do I search to find this? Research purposes only.
Friend of mine wants to know.
Is that what it's called? Friend of mine? Friend of mine series. But yeah, so I like that scene, and then there's the other slow motion scene I wanted to talk about was an Aquaman one, where in the middle of the ocean this fisherman's like sinking. You think he's gonna die, he says like Mayday, but then Aquaman shows up to save him. I don't got any problem with that. Shows like more like how he's a hero, but he's kind of like outside. He's like, I'm not your typical hero. I don't want to be involved in your government. I'm a fucking libertarian, all right? Yeah. Give me my tridents. Don't take them away.
The right to bear tridents.
Yeah. That's kind of how they frame Aquaman.
First they come for your poles, then they come for your forks, next they're gonna come for your tridents.
Then they come for your giant crabs, all right? You seen the Aquaman movie? There's a giant crab.
Is there a giant crab?
It's actually pretty. I like the movie. It's good.
I heard it was good. I just I haven't watched it yet. So.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie. But
it's next on my list, right behind Godzilla, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters, because the new
Godzilla v. Kong.
King v. Kong is coming out soon, so I gotta catch up on the lore.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
They're both good.
Yeah. No, Kong Skull Island I did see, and that one was really good.
Yeah, it was super good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Aquaman scene. Well, he gets back, he like rescues the fisherman, puts him in the bar, and then he like takes a bottle of whiskey. He's like, it's on him. I was like, it's cool. He's like, I'm a badass. But then he walks out and he's fully clothed in this up to this point. And then he walks out into like the pier in the ocean, classic scene of like the water splashing against him, slow motion. Mm-hmm. He takes his shirt off all slow and then dives in. I'm like, that was unnecessary, because they had a perfect cutaway where he just walks out.
Yeah.
It just felt it didn't really add anything to the story besides looking really cool.
Yeah.
Like the imagery was pretty sweet, but
well, I liked it. I like that scene simply because when I saw the Josstice League one, it was much worse.
Okay.
So that's the reason I like it is compared to the other one. Not that, yeah, I agree with all of what you're saying. Where it was, and then the song choice that they had was kind of like this melancholy, like indie folk song.
It was really strange.
Yeah, kind of like a Johnny Cash style.
Yeah, and so it fits the character because that's kind of like what he is, but not the scene.
Yeah. So. Well, in the other one, the guy's on the ship when it's sinking, and he's calling for Mayday. But it's like off screen, and he's like, Mayday, Mayday, something came out of nowhere and took out my ship. Oh no! And then he's like clamoring to like get off the ship, and then they had a scene where like Aquaman is like, because in the Snyder cut, it's cool because he's just kind of there. He looks up, and it's kind of like,
that was really
it's
cool.
The savior.
Yeah.
In this one, it's like they did a scene right before that, like a kind of like a little shot right before he jumps up. And shows him like swimming, and he like swims, and he like stops, and then he jumps up, and he's like, "I'm here," and it was so like campy compared to the other one. And then he throws him onto the thing, and he's just like, "Oh God!" And then the guy's sitting there like, "He came out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to walk anymore." and then it shows like Aquaman like taking a drink. But then he has like green stuff all over his hand. He's like, "What's this? What's going on?" It's like a mystery.
I just came.
Yeah, little Atlanteans
come.
But it's a lot of it. Now looking at Snyder's version versus that, all of it seems so forced, and they're trying to like show that like he's also seeing that there's something going on. When really it was just like it was supposed to be like a cool scene to show Aquaman like saving him, you know. And yeah, it did seem out of place if you're just looking at the Snyder cut. But if you look at the other one...
I guess it is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the scene is good. It's just that last slow motion part.
Yeah.
Just was like, okay, let's go.
I did like the wave thing. That was
super cool. Looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It looks dope as hell.
But that's kind of that's what a lot of Zack Snyder stuff is. It's like dope everything looks cool. Yeah. But a lot of it's like, is that really necessary?
It's true. But most of the time it's like during an action scene or something. So it like fits. That part was just like, I feel like they gave him free reign, so he can do whatever the hell he wants, which I'm still glad. So I'll take that one useless scene for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So.
But you're right. It didn't add anything to like the story. It didn't add anything. It didn't really add much to his character.
Yeah.
Because he already was set up to be like a badass from when he met Bruce Wayne.
Exactly, and he was still like he saves people because he goes to that Icelandic village or whatever. And, like helps them out.
Yeah. And yeah, so
yeah, and that scene was way better too. It showed like how Bruce Wayne went over there searching for him. And it was more just like, "Oh, I found you. That was easy." Okay.
Well, and that was also cool because that was the first time that he was shown in the movie, as opposed to the Josstice League, where like he has that scene where he's like fighting. He's like he has that guy on the roof, and he's like trying to put him over the side of the roof, and he's like, "What are you doing? What do you need? What's going on? What do you want from me?" And he's like, "Fear, they smell it."
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, so like one of those bug creatures comes out, and then he destroys it, and then it creates like three boxes where his like blood was.
What the fuck?
And yeah, so that's how he like finds out that there's like mother boxes. It's like the blood on the wall.
But didn't he like kind of already know?
Yeah.
Like in this one, he kind of already knows something about him because he like goes there.
Yeah.
With was it Hera or Mira? Amber Heard's character.
Oh, Mira. Yeah.
Mira. Yeah. So, yeah, because like he should kind of already know. I'm not sure where this is in the timeline of the Aquaman movie.
Oh no, I was saying that was Batman. Batman was the one that was fighting.
Oh,
the guy.
okay.
Yes, it was in. Sorry, that was my fault.
No, you're good.
It wasn't clear. So.
Okay, that makes. I was like, why is Aquaman doing and lowering down?
Well, that was also weird because in the Justice one, he does that and he's like, "Oh, fear, they smell it," and then the thing comes out. But then later on in the movie, he was talking about like those parademons, and he's like, "Oh, I think I met one once," and it's like, not only did he meet one, but he already knew that they smelled fear. So that must have meant he had met multiple ones, and known that they had smelled fear.
Used his detective skills.
Yeah, but he's just like, "I think I met one, maybe that might not have been one." It might have been something else. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a detective.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything. Okay, Alfred, you know? No, he doesn't know.
Sir, make the tea. You put the water in first and then the tea. Deanna, you suck at it.
Should have seen Deanna do it.
What an idiot. 3,000 years old, didn't learn that, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the 3 slow motion scenes I wanted to talk about. Like, best, better, and not so good.
Not so good, yeah.
I mean, they're all very well made. But they didn't really, the last one didn't really feel that it needed to be a part of the movie.
Yeah.
What else do we want to talk about?
Well, you were talking about The Flash and how he got a little more backstory with his slow motion scene.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should talk about the most egregious thing that was cut from the Snyder one, and that is Barry Allen literally running faster than the speed of light to literally save the day because they lost. The unity happened and literally took out everything around them, and Barry Allen had to run faster than the speed of light to reverse time to go back and save the day.
Yeah, that was cool as hell.
Yeah.
It definitely adds to his character and like shows that he's not just fast. He's the fastest man. He is the fastest man alive. He can run fast. He can make the time go backwards. He can make cock go wow woo wow woo.
That's
what I need in the morning for my alarm, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Relatable jokes.
Humor.
Relatable content. All right. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good point because like in the I remember the end of the Josstice League the most. You know what pink it was. It was so
very pink.
And
he's
then
like, we're inclusive.
Yeah, pink covers everything. It's a gender neutral color now.
Yeah,
but
which pink. If you like pink as a man or as a woman,
I like
or
pink,
as any gender, that's totally fine. It's just kind of funny that it's the only color it was.
Yeah, everything was pink. Batman's suit was pink. Superman was pink. Wonder Woman was pink. Get it?
Actually, funny enough, that was great.
Yeah. It's so old.
It's dusty. 3,000 years old.
Alfred's just dusting it.
We're stopping now. Before we can't make tea.
Can't make tea.
That's the porn version.
Yeah, there's no moisture left in here. Yes.
We're moving on. That's her back.
Yeah. Can't say moving on. Go right back.
That's how I get you.
You're like the Flash. You went back in time.
So that came to me. So
it was good though. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just remember in the Josstice League one. Got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I got my timer. Will go off.
That's true. It was very pink. And it also, they said in the original one, in the Josstice one, that it was really radioactive, right? They said that, and but it got sucked up to use all the power to make whatever.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, if it was radioactive already, why was there a family there then?
I don't know if that. I don't think it was in the Josstice one.
It wasn't.
They were saying like. It was some secluded place, and they're like, who would choose to live there? And it's like, people that don't have anywhere else they could go. And it was like really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so they had like a family in the Josstice League one, and then that was the purpose of the Flash in that one, just to rescue that family.
Yeah.
Which was, okay, we already know he's a superhero. Like, why the fuck? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, why are these people here? There should be more people here, I think. Yeah, so as you said in this one, he's running really fast around the whole thing. They need his like power to do the mother box, but then he like gets shot and it stops. And I was like, oh fuck, and it like brought the tension up real big. So I was like, oh fuck, the things are gonna go together and destroy everything. And then I was like, oh, but he'll start running again. It'll be fine, but he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't do it in time to like stop the what is it called again?
The Unity.
The Unity. The boxes come together. But then he starts running. He's okay, Barry. Gotta break the rule. And then it's his rule. He doesn't mess with time because he mentions it earlier in the film. Like, yeah, it does weird stuff with time. I don't really have to do it or whatever. And like, if you know the history of the Flash and his one of his storylines, Flashpoint. Recommend go watching the cartoon or read the comic. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. And there's a movie coming out. That's the next Flash movie. I believe it's called Flashpoint.
Yeah, I think it's just called The Flash now when you Google it. But it is definitely a Flashpoint because there's 2 different versions of Batman. They're bringing Michael Keaton back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So.
Well, and they're also bringing up, the new guy, the Pattinson, son of the Pats.
He's not in the cast, is he?
I don't think he's in the cast, but he's
in the new Batman movie.
He's in the Batman movie.
But
he's in the new Batman.
Yeah. But he goes back in time, runs so fast, and like it shows like the disintegration of the whole area, but he starts running fast and it starts getting rebuilt as he moves back. It's super cool.
Yeah, super cool. And we were talking about this earlier too, where the amount of time that was needed. So here's kind of the breakdown of what was needed to make that ending happen. 1, when they were resurrecting Superman, Barry Allen says a quick quip about saying, like you were talking about, if I go back in time, if I go too fast, I start messing with time. So it's my one rule I don't like to do. But I do generate an electrical current, so I could do that for you. Mm-hmm. And you could add a little bit more to the slow-mo, which was super cool because it ended up where the mother box actually went into the water before, and he was supposed to do it earlier than that. So then he actually goes a little bit faster and it kind of reverses out. Okay, so he does that real quick scene, goes back in time, does the mother box. So that kind of sets up that he can go faster than the speed of light and reverse time.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it basically is he has to run real fast around the place, get shot, and then he has to go back in time. Mm-hmm. If you add up all of the extra scenes that were shot for this Russian family, as well as all the scenes that he spent saving them, I feel like that was almost more screen time than what was given for him to go back in time. And objectively better plot point than what was needed than just him saving one family. And that's the only thing he did.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why Joss Whedon would do that. I don't understand why he sees that scene and goes, nah, let's cut that. Let's have him save 4 people. I don't know.
And in the span of things, like the world's about to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. One family losing their lives is not going to matter as much. It sucks, but it's the truth. Like in this span of this, like it sucks to say that, mm-hmm. but it's really true in this case. Like everyone's going to die if he doesn't do this. Mm-hmm. But they do something different in the Joss Whedon cut.
Well, and the worst part about that, too, is that in that cut, Superman hears that there are people that need to be... there are other people around somewhere.
Oh, who's that?
And he's like, huh? Oh, I hear people. He's not going to get him out in time. So then Superman ends up saving an entire building full of people.
Oh, yeah.
So it not only undercuts his cool going back in time bit by having him save one family, then they undercut that by having Superman save literally 10 times the amount of people.
Look how much better I am, Barry, you poor bitch.
Yeah, right?
He throws the building.
You're saved.
Superman saves the day.
So there's just so much worse about all of that you can't make in my mind, you can't make the distinction, they needed to save time. Because in this case, I feel like it added more time to add that Russian family.
Oh, for sure.
So then what happened to need that scene over what actually happened?
Yeah, I want to know, like, behind the scenes, like, was it Joss's idea? Was it the producers? Like, you need to make this like this and not this. Mm-hmm. So I really want to know. Wonder if it's out there. We should look it up.
I wonder, yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't... And what's even worse about it is that it makes the Josstice League one, which was objectively a terrible movie, even worse now. Yeah. Because you see that these were actually planned things that were changed. And that's what makes me even more ticked off about it now.
Yeah, because this was already shot. Like, most of the movie was shot. Mm-hmm. Like they said, 6 minutes total was new stuff. Right. And it was the football scene with Ray Fisher, Cyborg, before he's Cyborg, like when he's playing at the university, and then the end scene we'll talk about later. Yeah. But. And
it just, you look at it and you say, it actually would have, it's just whatever. You know?
No, it's just fucking terrible.
It was a terrible decision, and I don't know why it was done.
No, me neither, man. Me neither. Man, I'm just glad Snyder got his day in the sun, so to speak.
Yeah. And I guess good on the fans, because I think everybody else was just like, no, there's no mythical Snyder cut that's going to make everything better.
Yeah.
And here it is.
Like, what do you know? I'm glad I did it, because I was one of the naysayers, not like publicly in Twitter, because I don't really care that much.
Yeah. I do.
No. Okay, so you were one of the people like, Snyder cut, Snyder cut.
I mean, hashtag.
Cut Snyder.
Yeah, I was on that hashtag too.
Yeah. Cut him. We gotta cut him. No, but, farted. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Content. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, final scene. It's referenced in Batman v Superman, where you see Darkseid symbol. You might not know Darkseid symbol is at this point, because we don't really... Darkseid's not introduced yet. But fans of the comics will know. And it shows Batman in this, like, Mad Max world, this cool outfit. And, it's kind of like... It's referenced that shit went bad. And, Superman's, like, a bad guy now. But they don't explain why he becomes bad or anything in Batman v Superman. But in this one, they cut away, like, Darkseid's people leave. And then shows Batman, okay, they're left. And Batman's there with the Flash and his cool new suit. Mira, Deathstroke, and Cyborg. And then they're there, and they're like, we gotta get out of here before he comes. And they're like, who's he? Whoa. And then it, like, cuts to the Joker. I didn't expect him to be in this. It was really cool. Because he's, like, wearing this, like, Gotham Police Kevlar vest with all these badges, like, of cops he killed. Classic Joker shit.
Which, I mean, are achievements.
Yeah, they are. I did it. Look at the little merit badges.
Well, I mean, you know.
I killed
cops,
10 cops.
You know, cops had the merit badges for killing black people.
Oh, it's true. They do get a lot of medals for that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll poke that bear. All right, let's move on.
But, yeah, so Jared Leto's back as the Joker. I think he does a little better job, because he, I watched a criticism video of just good and bad acting of Batman villains. And, like, the criticism of his character in the Suicide Squad is he didn't really make a clear choice of what kind of person he wanted to be. He was just all over the place. It was just weird. And, like, yeah, it was weird. It was a weird non-choice. He was just, like, trying too hard to be weird.
Yeah.
In the Suicide Squad. And he
he was damaged, right? Wasn't that tattooed on his forehead?
Yeah, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm damaged. But in this one, he tones it down quite a bit. He still, like, does the laugh, but he's a lot more coherent. Than the other one, he's like, I
got a mouth on my hand.
Yeah.
I'm Joker. I feel like his Joker in Suicide Squad was like Hot Topic.
Yeah.
While Heath Ledger's was more like actual, like, you know, brooding, like Cthulhu mythos. You know? He's like, I'm Hot Topic, I know it.
Yeah.
I'm brooding.
Check out my cool banty.
Yeah, I wear wrists things with studs on them. TikTok. Yeah, he is it was like TikTok.
Yeah. So it was really bad. And that movie's bad. And they're remaking it. It's coming out this summer. I just watched the trailer. It's real good.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk like this my whole life.
Seriously, it already looks 10 times better.
Yeah.
But I fucking loved Guardians of the Galaxy, so James Gunn seems like he's bringing a lot of that energy.
And he knows how to bring, like, violence and comedy together real well.
And he also knows how to introduce a lot of characters in a very cohesive way.
Yeah, that's true.
Rather than being like, hey, let's have just like a quick graphic flash up, and then they have to pause the video to know what it is.
Yeah, I'm Boomerang Man.
You know, I'm 5'9". I'm Australian. I'm Boomerang. I'm alcoholic. I'm sad.
I like long walks on the beach. But yeah, so in the scene, then Batman and Joker are like, well, all the people are teaming up to, like, fight him, quote unquote him. So the villains are with the heroes, and everything. So Joker and Batman are working together, and it's really cool. But they have this like discussion, and the Joker's still trying to poke the bear because it's the Joker. That's what he does. He likes to instigate shit. But then I remember
this is not a stable Batman.
no, and this is not who you want to poke.
Yeah,
this is like Batman at the end of his rope wanting to murder people. Because then he does like, he's like, make no mistake, I'll kill you. I will fucking kill you.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa. Because then he talks about how Harley Quinn died, and he's like, I remember holding her in my arms as she bled out or whatever. Forget what he says.
He says that her dying wish was to make sure that you die slow death, and I'll make sure of that. Or
yeah, I will fucking kill you. He walks away from Joker, and then Deathstroke's in a cool mohawk, and he's like, "You sure you're not regretting bringing him along?" He's like, "No, no." But then, who comes along?
Buttman.
Buttman comes. Assy McGee. Have you watched that show from Adult Swim?
So dumb.
My favorite scene in that is like he's like drinking a wine bottle in the crime scene, and then his partner's like, "Anthony, you're drinking all the evidence." It's like, subpoena my bloodstream.
Subpoena my bloodstream.
So good, but then Cyborg's like, he looks up, he's like, oh, he found us, and then who is it this time for real? Superman.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip back. I felt like I moved my chair and then I became the center of focus.
It's all good, man. It's all about you, isn't it?
But I don't want to be here.
Just be cut off. But yeah, Superman comes. And did they mention that? Yeah, they talk about how or Joker
let her die.
Yeah, you let her die. Because Lois Lane died, and that's why Superman went bad. He lost his mind.
Yeah, he went super mad.
He full butt man.
Butt hurt man.
Yeah, he's butt hurt man. You killed my girlfriend.
Let her die. She was my girlfriend. Okay, you guys suck.
Yeah. But in the comics, Joker kills Lois Lane, and then Superman kills Joker, and that's what sets him off, turns him into bad boy. But in this one, they don't show that. They just mention that Lois Lane died, and that's why he goes bad, and the Darkseid's like gives him full like reign of Earth. Now he's like king of Earth because he's so powerful.
Yeah.
And then Aquaman and Wonder Woman are killed. Shows that too. They're killed in the battles. So the two people that may have been able to stand up to Superman a little bit couldn't. They're not around anymore.
Yeah, and Darkseid. I know Darkseid kills Aquaman. I forget if it shows him killing Wonder Woman.
I don't think.
I think it just shows her funeral.
Yeah, she's like on the pyre.
Has like a couple quarters on her eyes.
Yeah, like
they're really cheap about it.
Here you go. That's 2 quarters.
Like it's a quarter. I got some pennies. Yeah, let's trade those.
Yeah, those are better. We need these actually. There's a war.
This will give me 2 gumballs, you know.
But really, that is to pay the boatman at the river Styx because it's based on Greek mythology.
Right.
So
Jesus,
thanks for making fun of that.
I feel like with inflation, there should be $100 bills.
You just put like cover in coins.
Listen,
Styx guys, it's like I've been boating this shit for like millions of years. All right, these two pennies, the fare has went up.
I don't know if you know this, but cost of living expenses have increased down here.
Yeah, Hades is raising rent. All right.
I mean,
and now we're moving to digital, so you gotta get a card. You slide it through and go through the turnstile. Anyways,
that's why you just Venmo me?
Oh, you Venmo me too, yeah. One time, it's good.
Yeah, it's at underscore River Styx guy.
Forget what his name is.
It's at underscore Sticks and Stones. That breaks my bones.
But yeah, so Superman shows up, and then they're like, "Oh fuck!" And then it ends. That's the end of this movie. But I'm really excited because like I love that timeline, and I want them to explore it.
Well, that wasn't the end.
No, it wasn't.
Batman wakes up from that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Home. That is right. I forgot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they introduce another one of my favorite characters earlier in the movie when they're more focusing on like Lois Lane and Martha Kent, and then Martha comes to visit Lois at her apartment and is like, you need to go back to work. Like, the world needs you to be Lois Lane again. Essentially, like, report. And then they have this, like, heart-to-heart, and it's nice. And then Martha leaves, but then turns into the Martian Manhunter. But at the point, if you didn't know who he was, you'd be like, what the fuck? I was like, I came in my pants. I was like, holy fuck, dude. Martian Manhunter. But then the Martian Manhunter turns into, like, a military official. So he's, like, already in the government.
Well, I think he was in one of the earlier movies, too.
Yeah, he's in Superman. He's the general, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, I did think it was...
Or Man of Steel.
It's one of those scenes where, like, it works for the movie, because you're like, oh, it's Martian Manhunter, and he got Lois Lane out. But if you think about it, like, if that really happened, like, would he then have to do another scene with Martha, where he dresses up as Lois Lane?
Right.
Because what if, like, they come together, and she's like, hey, you know, our conversation before Clark came back, you know, it was really great. I'm really glad that you came over and saw me. And she's like, what are you talking about, honey?
He really lost it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I fucking hate you. I don't think you're terrible for my son.
Yeah.
You know?
He needs a more stable influence in his life.
It's the reason why he never brought you around.
Yeah.
And, like, I could just see the Martian Manhunter being like, the world needs you too, Lois. Oh, but fuck, I gotta go talk to Martha now, too.
The world needs you too, Martha.
The world needs you too, Martha. And he, like, turns back. He's like, she's really racist. It's like, flies away. It's just like, it's like the superhero shape-shifting equivalent of, like, sending a note to each side.
Yeah.
Signing it as, like, them.
But, yeah, I totally agree with that. It works for the movie, but in, like, if you think about it, like, he would have to go talk to Martha, too.
Yeah.
So, but it never, like, contradicts itself in the movie. Mm. But, yeah, so Batman wakes up, or Bruce Wayne wakes up as Batman. It's not Batman. He's not just sleeping in his Batman outfit. Oh, I am the night.
He just, like, wakes up, throws a battering. Oh, no.
Alfred's like, fuck!
Sir, master! Oh!
Oh, shit, not again.
Yeah, tea's here. Oh, and it's perfectly brewed.
Yeah. Now we have to use Diana's pot.
Guys, I'm here. Shut up, Tiana.
God damn it. But, yeah, so he, like, gets up, and then he... Does he just walk out, and then he appears, or does he hear something?
He was going to go outside to go pee in the lake.
Ah, that's right. He
was like, oh, I gotta go. Hey!
Whoa!
This is my secluded area.
You saw the bat dick.
He came out of the bat cave.
Just like a dick, but has bat wings, like, shapes.
It's like, whoa, it's getting out of control.
Yeah. God damn it. But yeah, so the Martian Manhunter comes and visits him, and he's like floating there, telling... I forget what he says exactly, but he's like... What does he say? I forgot. Says something about Superman.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, pretty much is what he says. Like,
yeah.
That's what people... I'm known as this, but I'm also known as the Martian Manhunter. And he's like... Looks like Earth may need me too. I need to be involved. Because he's been there for a while. And he's actually like a bounty hunter in the comics, I think.
So he's the Boba Fett of the Justice League.
Yeah, because he's from Mars, obviously, Martian. But
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I'm from fucking Venus, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's so fucking racist.
Yeah, but no one fucking knows about Venusies.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Venetians,
yeah. God, everybody's so planetist.
Fuck you. But
because I'm from Offworld doesn't mean I'm from Venus, okay? God.
But then...
I'm a man from Mars.
Man from Mars, women are from Venus. But women don't have penis.
That's why women are from Venus, because they got no penis.
Gotta have a rhyme so you know.
That's my new rap album.
It's a good one. It's a good single. No dicks.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. No, they don't have any genitals because they got no penis.
They don't have any genitals?
It's not a very... It's
like an angel, like in Dogma. It's flat.
I mean, don't critique my craft, okay?
It's all right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. But yeah, so he shows up, talks to Batman. And I think he says something about Lois Lane and how important she is. Because without her, Superman goes cuckoo.
Yeah.
So they're setting up that movie, which is cool. I'm excited for. I hope they make it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. But, yeah. And then he flies away, and that's the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. He doesn't fly as fast as Superman, though. No. I was going to are they going to do that stupid little thing? And I was like, I'm glad they didn't do that.
Or have him, do, a freeze frame on this.
I thought they were going to do that, too. And I was like, oh, fuck. Please, no. Please, no.
Do it like fucking, what is it? Harry Potter and the third Harry Potter.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban, where it ends on a freeze frame of him
on Buckbeak or something.
No, he rides on his new broomstick, and he's like, ah!
Yeah,
it's like a freeze frame, but it's he's going fast,
yeah, so fast.
Alfonso Cuarón, you're crazy.
Yeah, good director though.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah. No, it was a very good movie.
It was.
Yeah,
made it a lot scarier.
Yeah, made it be a little bit like, oh, they're a good movie.
What was that?
What a good movie. That's how I am that's why I never show myself watching a movie, because I turn into a 5-year-old.
Good movie. Whoa. Magic.
Oh, no.
Effecto patronum.
And basically Dark Side.
Hey guys, that ain't Dark Side. Back action.
Action.
But yeah, so that's the end of that.
All right. Yeah. So if you had to give it a rating.
Was there anything else we want to talk about in the cut?
Oh, I think I wrote some stuff down. I'm going to make sure I hit it all.
I think this one could be a little long since the movie is long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mother. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to talk about. They got rid of a lot of the quippy one-liners.
Yeah.
Which didn't even hold up to to Marvel standards. They were that bad. There's a scene where Superman flies back down, in the Josstice League one, there's a scene where Superman flies back down to punch Steppenwolf. And he's like, this guy's still bothering you?
No, yeah.
But you're like, oh my god, it's so dumb.
No one would be able to hear you.
Yeah, it's not like he got a special receiver everyone else. He's just like, hey, everyone. It's like, huh? What?
And that?
He has super speaking.
Yeah.
This guy's still bothering you?
Yeah, duh. What the fuck? But, I want to talk about that, about Superman, coming back. He's brought back in the original one, and then he's not necessarily evil, he's just afraid, is what Cyborg says.
Oh, no.
He's scared. He's scared of me.
Oh, these guys are gonna hurt me.
It hurts me. But then, he starts fighting all the Justice League, and they're not working together because they're new friends. But then Lois comes, he kind of remembers her, and he flies away. But it shows a lot more of him, coming back to life, remembering his past life, remembering who he is. And because I remember in the Justice League one, he's like, I'm back, and now I'm going to fly away. Oh, I remember. Okay, save the day. Boom. That's what I remember. I was just like, what the fuck? That was way too fast.
I mean, that was shot for shot perfect. Yeah. That was exactly what happened.
I'm back. Bam. This guy's still bothering you?
This thing's I will show you the truth. I'm a big fan of
truth. You can't handle the
truth. Yeah, pretty much. It's like that Family Guy where he kills Stewie, who became president, but he says one-liners from other movies.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's just been revoked. It didn't really set you up for that Lethal Weapon line. I'll have what she's having. Better.
Yeah, that was fun. I just watched that one the other day.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, so they fleshed his coming back to life story a lot better. Mm-hmm. And he wore a cooler suit, his black super suit, which was cool. He's not who he used to be.
Mm-hmm. So. Which I heard, correct me if I'm wrong on this, because you read the comics, but I was
I never read the comics.
Well, then why the fuck are we here? No, I heard that it was the black suit because that's his regenerative suit because it absorbs more sunlight because it's black.
Oh,
and
color.
Lack
of color.
Yeah. it's a lack of color because it doesn't reflect the color back.
Because he's racist.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like if it's white, it No, I'm not actually being racist right now.
Sure you are.
That white, the actual color white, is because it reflects. This is about color spectrum. Nothing to do with race.
Science. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, and
I just thought it looked a lot cooler.
yeah, it is. It is a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Black is cool.
Black is cool, man.
I sound like a corporate sponsor from like the 90s.
Yeah.
Black's cool, guys.
Drink Sprite.
Radical skateboarding.
Woo! But it shows him walking through the ship, and like a bunch of different suits are coming out. I was like, ooh, cool. Which one is he gonna put on? Mm-hmm. It's the black one. And then, so cool how he like enters in this one.
Oh yeah.
Where like Steppenwolf's, is he about to like hit Wonder Woman or Aquaman?
He's about to hit Cyborg. He's trying to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The mother bucks.
But
he's
hit
like, for dark side.
And then Superman just appears and the axe hits his shoulder and he's like, "You're stupid." That's what he says.
He says just like that too.
You're stupid. Punch.
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, that's good.
No, but then he just goes like, because then he like breathes on it, his cold air. He's just like, but it's kind of like the same like way of like, whatever. Yeah. Oh, did a feather hit me?
Yeah, like, oh my god, weak boy. Need to get more gains, dude.
Did Martha come in and hit my shoulder?
Yeah. She beat me as a child.
Hurt a lot. Yeah. She is kryptonite bad.
Oh my god. The dark side of Superman. Yeah. But, yeah, so he comes in and beats the shit out of Steppenwolf. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I feel like in the original one, and they tried to like show how they like had him hold back.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would he hold back? He like.
Well, what's even worse is the scene where he shows up. He's like, Steppenwolf's like, "Oh, I will show you the truth," and then like, and he's like, "I'm a big fan of truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice," and it's to have everyone else go, "That's all. He's for truth, just American way.
Vote for me.
He's the Superman." Oh, that's so cool.
I think he's running for president in 2024.
Yes. Big fan of justice. Yeah. And it's just so corny and dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
That was like what you'd see in like the original Superman stuff.
Yeah, right? And so, sorry. And that's
where
he comes in. And yeah, like you were saying, like he holds back. It definitely seems like it's just like, oh man, I don't like this.
Oh, I'm just gonna hold back because I need to make the movie longer.
And there was another scene where like they're trying to pull the mother boxes apart in the Josstice one, and he's just like, "Is this gonna have any blowback?" He's like, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be a blowback." Like that was Cyborg. There's gonna be blowback, man.
What? I don't even remember that. Oh
yeah, I didn't remember this till I saw it like yesterday. He's like, "There's gonna be a blowback." He's like, "Okay, well, is it gonna be bad? Because I really like being alive." And Cyborg's like, "Me too, man." And then they like throw it
fuck is this?
And then Superman like falls back and to the Cyborg, and he's just like, "Oh man, I take it all back. I want to die now, dude."
Oh, I do remember that part.
Yeah, and then Cyborg's like, "My toes hurt. I don't even know how that happens. Why do my toes hurt?" And you're just like, this is so dumb.
And this is real. This is not made up for the podcast.
It's not made up. This is really what happened. I saw it yesterday.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way better in the new one. Because, like, they're trying to pull it apart and Superman's trying to help him. Mm-hmm. Then it cuts, but it just obliterates them. It doesn't, like, ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like when they don't get the unity, prevent the unity.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure it doesn't even knock Superman over in this one.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't knock either of them over. They just got to pull them apart.
Yeah. Because
the big thing about this was, I loved how they had showed Cyborg. They showed Cyborg going into the Unity.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
And showing like his mother and father and him, and showing like, hey, we can make you whole again. We can fix you. And then he's like, but I'm not broken and I'm not alone. I thought that was super cool because it's like been his character arc the whole time has been like he's been alone, and that's actually super fucking poignant to Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Because his daughter and actually trigger warning, sorry, but his daughter actually committed suicide, which is a big reason
why he
left
yeah.
the project. And so there are a lot of like cool little like things that they put up. Like there's one that said like when Barry Allen.
Yeah, it's the suicide prevention hotline in a big ass billboard when Batman picks up Barry in his concept Mercedes car.
Mm-hmm. Which I thought was super cool.
No, I was like, what? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was added. Like that, like when they drove away, that was a graphic that was like that whole scene was probably added. I think for that reason.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was really good.
I feel like I saw a lot more tenderness in this movie.
Yeah.
Because of that's where I feel like that Flash scene was like. This must be like for his daughter or something. Like wishing he could have saved her. Maybe I don't know if that's true, but it felt like that too.
It did, yeah. It's almost like it seems kind of like this was made before she had committed suicide, but it was almost like a lot of the scenes were put in there like as an homage to her. It's almost like he retroactively did that. He didn't even realize it.
Right.
So.
Oh, that is true. He filmed it before.
But it's it's really sad, and that's why at the end it says "For Autumn," and there's a cover of "Hallelujah" because it was her favorite song.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I saw some other videos on it. And it's really sad, and it's like when that happens to somebody, you can't know what that's like. I'll never know what that's like unless it happens to me.
Right. Yeah, and I hope that never happens to anyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it will. It's the world, but I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
And makes it worse because it's like salt in the wound with Joss Whedon's version.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Could you imagine that? Just yeah.
Yeah.
And they have the quippiness. Yeah. There is one more quip I want to talk about. Now that let's get off the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
There's one where Batman gets into his like spider bot, and he's like climbing up. And in the Zack Snyder version, he like comes up and he shoots some of the parademons that are going after Wonder Woman, and he's like, "My turn." Starts shooting them. So it's like okay, it's like our okay line.
Yeah.
But in the fucking Josstice version, he like looks at him and he's like, "Sorry guys, I didn't bring a sword." It's so dumb. You could tell, God. And that's what I heard him say that line. I'm like, he changed that. That's so dumb.
Yeah. So, overall, this movie is just so much better. Mm-hmm. It is 4 hours, and as I said, it's cut into 6 parts, so you don't have to watch it all at once if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I saw it all at once, and I really enjoyed it, and you saw it in parts and really enjoyed it. So I don't think there's any better way to watch it. So,
oh no, but it's like if you're daunted, if it's daunting to think watching a 4-hour movie, you don't have to watch it all at once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they did it like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is kind of like a mini-series.
Yeah.
With really high quality.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it is. So.
Yeah, and I'm just glad they gave him free reign, as I already said, because I think it's time to end the show, get to the end, because the dogs are getting restless out there. But as for rating, what do you want to give it?
Depends. Are we giving it a rating compared to the Josstice League, or are we giving it a rating overall?
You can do both if you want. It's our show. Compared to Josstice League,
25 out of 10. My man butts.
My man butts. I think that's the first grammatically correct one.
My man butts. But as like an overall movie, I'd give it probably a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Parademon butts.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably give it around the same, just an exaggerated number. Exaggerated number out of 10. Mother butts.
Mother wouldn't like you using her name as butts.
But it's just so much better. It fleshed out all these characters way more. The story makes a lot more sense. It's not just like, it doesn't look like someone clipped a bunch of pages out of a comic book and like, here's a movie. Yeah. But as for, if you're just looking at it without having watched the original one, I would say like 7.5 out of 10. I can't think of a butt.
That's hard butts.
Yeah. Woo! No, 7.5. You don't know how to make tea, Diana Butts.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you have a chance, definitely go watch it on HBO Max. Hibbo Max.
Hibbo Mix.
And yeah, so cool. Anything we should talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about Robert Pattinson's role as Batman, just more his workout regimen.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, he's like refusing to bulk up.
This is our extra thing.
Yeah.
Top of it.
And it's already a long episode, so you're welcome. But
Gotcha.
It's long because it's like the Snyder cut.
I like how we didn't go over any plot points, and this is like longer than other ones that we usually do.
It's true.
We go through the whole movie.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, we did a good job.
Yeah.
We did a good job.
It's like that meme where like President Obama puts a medal on President Obama. Yeah. We did a good job.
Nice job. But yeah, I want to talk about Robert Pattinson's refusal to bulk up for the role of Batman, which is, you could either look at it as him being lazy and just like, fuck it, but I don't think it is. I think it's just like, superheroes don't need to be these fucking giant people unless you're the Hulk. Like that, because that's his character.
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty of people who are in shape, really good in shape, aren't cut, that aren't like chiseled out of stone, which is really stupid, in my opinion. Like, to give that, it's the other side of the coin of the unrealistic expectations for men.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that happens with women a lot, and it also happens with men. I'm not saying one is worse than the other, but but I'm glad he's like doing that, and the movie still looks amazing from the trailers. So.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's definitely come down to where, you know, it's kind of like if the genders were reversed. You know, it doesn't have to be like these skimpy women in like these like tight outfits, because, you know, that's not realistic.
Right.
You know, it's the same way for men. And I'm not saying that women don't have it like that. You know, like Scarlett Johansson and the Avengers everything's like very tight, and that's not very realistic.
She has like cleavage and shit.
Yeah, not very realistic either. And it's just trying to bring things more to like a level playing field. You know? And it's, you know, I like that.
Yeah, me too. Especially for Batman, he's not a super human. He's not an alien or anything. He's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
Like, he just decided to fight crime one day because his parents got killed. Like, he's not gonna be this massive, like, bodybuilder dude. He's just gonna stand out. Like, I get why that was like that back in the day, because it's like, everything was exaggerated back then. But now in this, like, modern era, everything's a lot more grounded. Even superheroes.
Yeah.
As much as you can ground a superhero. But I think Batman is a perfect jumping off point because he's a human.
Yeah. So. I mean, and he's not grounded because he has no parents.
Damn, that was good shit.
I got a good one every now and then.
That was really good. Content.
And I did think it was funny. I was trying to research it as well after you brought it up, because I didn't even see anything about it. So I tried to look it up, and there was an article of it that was posted to Reddit, and there was a Reddit thread about it. And the top comment on the Reddit thread was from whoever posted it. And it's like, this thread has been stopped because nobody's talking about the article anymore. They're just talking about different fitness regimens now to get cut.
That's the internet for you.
I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
And then if you go down, it's just like, oh yeah, you gotta eat this amount of protein and this grams, and you gotta lift this amount. And I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. But I also don't want to disparage any bodybuilders or anyone who wants to be like that. Go for it. More power to you.
Well, yeah, and if you are cut like that and you want to keep it that way, that's totally fine too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's depicted in movies like that's the only way it can be for people. And so it adds a lot of mental health problems in our society for all genders.
Yeah.
Because it's, So I really hope... I mean, just look at kung fu movies. Like, a lot of those stars weren't just like bulked up. They're in really good shape, but they can kick ass, man.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be this giant man to kick ass.
Well, and on that same topic, Bruce Lee.
What was that?
I just heard. On that same. Oh, stop. Okay. On that same. Whoa. Did you hear that? What is that? Is that a vacuum? On that same topic, when Bruce Lee came out and then became super popular, he was like one of the first like kung fu like people to make that kind of mainstream.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were movies, over in Japan and all that.
In China, mostly.
China mostly. Yeah, sorry. But when he came over here, he was like toned, but he wasn't like bulked out and whatnot. He was kind of like one of the first people to really show that. That's why you see a lot of like kung fu movies where they're not like super like bodybuilder style. They're just like super toned.
And you wouldn't even have that range of motion. Like if you've seen like people who've done it to the max, they can't even itch their own backs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if you want to be like that, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I understand that completely. That's what I'm like.
Oh yeah.
I can't grab anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I take that back. I was super insensitive to bodybuilders.
Yeah. They could crush you.
They could.
Crush.
Dribble me.
But if you're supposed to be like this martial artist dude who can like dodge all this shit, it's gonna... The heavier you are, it's harder to move that fast.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
that's more unrealistic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have good feelings about the new Batman, and it's like... Mm-hmm. I respect Robert Pattinson more. I already have like a bunch of respect for him as an actor. It's like in that article I read, he said even in the Twilight series, he because like Jacob, what was that guy's name? The guy who played the wolf.
Jacob.
No, the actor Taylor Lautner.
Oh, Taylor Lautner. Okay.
Yeah, because he was like cut and built. And he took his shirt off, but he's like, I think I remember taking my shirt off once, and they asked me to put it on and never take it off again. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was like a self-disparaging joke.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to me that that makes me laugh because it's
and who knows? Because think about if that actually happened.
Yeah.
To him as like an actor.
Yeah, that is pretty bad, though.
Taylor Lautner takes his shirt off, I'll take my shirt off. And then they're like, we cut out all of the scenes where you take your shirt off.
Yeah, because it's like, it's gross.
Yeah. And then, that would probably disparage you. So that's why he's probably like, I'm not going to get cut for this. Cause,
this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But since then, he's been in like really artful films, and he's like shown his acting chops, which I really like.
I mean, we've talked about 2 of his movies that he's been in, And those were great movies.
Yeah.
Tenet was great. He was great in that. And then,
Tenet not necessarily wasn't that great, but
yeah. No, he was great in that movie.
Yeah.
And then, The Devil All the Time.
Yep, he was fantastic in that.
He was great in that.
Yeah, and, good villain. He's a really good villain.
Really good villain. So, which would make him a very good candidate for a brooding anti-hero.
Yeah, exactly. And it. Another thing in the article, he's like, and James Dean, he wasn't all this built up. He was like a leading man. He mentioned that. I've never really seen James Dean's movies or anything, but yeah, he was like a sex symbol, and he wasn't like fucking bodybuilder man.
Yeah,
he's pretty skinny.
I mean, when he said, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa," it wasn't about his muscles.
No, he was like literally, he could tear him apart.
He didn't call his bench press Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Oh, get ripped. You're ripping me up, Lisa.
That'd be a really weird version.
Jokes.
The jokes. Let's say come to us. Fucking jokes.
All right.
Yep.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Good, right?
Just excited. Keep an eye out for Patreon. Linktree on Instagram. We'll post to Instagram when it's up. Mm-hmm. Or I will, because I do all the goddamn work.
Yeah.
I don't have any bad feelings about that. Yeah. I don't.
I don't feel bad about it.
But yeah, so Patreon, Instagram, we're on YouTube, obviously, so subscribe. If you're watching this, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And our Instagram. Find us on Spotify.
Anchor.
Anchor. That's owned by Spotify now.
Yep.
So we're technically owned by Spotify. Our Swedish overlords.
Yes, get that lutefisk.
Oh no, now we're canceled by them.
I'm actually 50% Swedish. So
I am 12 and a half.
Oh. Yeah. My mom was straight up Swede.
Was she?
Yeah.
Cool, I didn't know that.
100%.
Cool, so we're like practically related.
Yeah.
Because my great grandpa is 100%. So
there you go, dude.
Yeah.
We are related.
Want to make out?
Yeah, this is the porn version of our podcast now. This is now for the OnlyFans.
Oh, step Dane. I'm stuck in the bed.
Oh, no. I'm also part German, so I can bring that out.
Oh, good.
Oh, sexual accident.
I had a sexual accident, Dane. Stuck under the bed.
I need to make that into an actual song.
Yeah.
Can promote it.
Put it at the end of the episodes. Sexual accidents. Step in, I'm stuck.
Oh no! Are you sure? I seem like you're like really easy to get out. Let me help you.
No, I can't.
I can't.
You have to take my pants off.
Only something like the pants start falling down. Oh no!
What happens?
What's going on here?
I see you taking them off.
Oh, here, let me help you up with those.
Yeah.
It's gotta be cold.
No. I'm pretty hot right now. Dripping wet.
Maybe that'll help me get out of this place if I get hotter.
You lube up and slip out. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.